Hi everyone, my topic is artificial ventilation and heart lung machine. First topic is artificial ventilation. So, what is ventilation? It is the movement of air in and out of the lungs along a respiratory tract. And in some serious conditions, lungs would stop functioning or they would fail to function properly. So, as a result, we have to administer the artificial ventilation to save the patient's life. Thus, artificial ventilation is a life saving process. It would ensure free ventilation of the lungs and it would re establish the normal breathing rate and normal gas exchange. And the instrument used for artificial ventilation is known as a ventilator. Ventilators are of two types. First one is conventional or classical ventilators and second one is high frequency ventilators. Conventional ventilators are used in ICU, operation theater or in home care or for the transportation of patients. The breathing rate and the breathing pattern produced by these are almost same as that of normal natural breathing. But on the other side, considering high frequency ventilators, they produce high frequency and low intensity breaths, which would be depth and force of every breath would be lower, and the breathing rate produced by them will be higher than normal natural breathing. They are especially used for the patients whose lungs are very fragile or less elastic, or those who have a air leakage. This is a picture which shows the setup of a conventional ventilators in an ICU or a operation theater. Next topic is heart lung machine. It is also known as cardiopulmonary bypass machine or a pump oxygenator. This carries out the function of both heart and lungs during a open heart surgery. It pumps out blood and oxygenates it throughout the body. So the operations are done by bypassing the lungs with the help of an external device for oxygenating the blood, and this is known as an oxygenator or an artificial lung. Now we will discuss about the basic procedure which is followed by a heart lung machine. First, deoxygenated blue blood, which means the blood which contains carbon dioxide, is drained from a venous circulation by gravity siphon and then it is collected to a reservoir. From the reservoir, it is pumped through an oxygenator. Here, blood comes in contact with the surface of oxygenator, and in between the oxygenator and the blood, oxygen is delivered to the space in between. And then the oxygen would be taken up by the RBC so that the blood, deoxygenated blue blood, would turn to red. Then it is pumped back to arterial circulation with the help of artificial heart. The major components of heart-lung machine include a set of pump, an oxygenator, a heat exchanger, and several accessory components for their control and regulation. The pump does the job of a heart by circulating the blood, and the oxygenator does the job of lungs by giving provision for gas exchange or by providing gas exchange. The heat exchanger is used to lower the body temperature during the operation. The low body temperature would reduce the metabolic rate, which reduces the oxygen requirement during the surgery. And the heat exchanger would be used again towards the end of the surgery to raise the body temperature back to 37 degrees Celsius. Heat exchanger, it is a shell and a tube type device with a thin annular space which would hold up a volume of less than 200 ml of blood. Here, the blood flows through an annular chamber and warm water flows through the inner tube. Oxygenator is regulated in a way that it can oxygenate up to 5 liters of blue blood and raise the blood saturation from blood oxygen saturation from 65 to 95%. Then the heart lung machine has an external pump which is of roller type with no moving part in contact with the bloodstream, and it is called a peristaltic pump. And the movement of rollers would help the blood to move in a pulsating pump fashion which is similar to the action of heart. Heart lung machine is geared in a way that it provides blood circulation at rate of nearly 5 liters of blood in 1 minute with a pressure of 120 millimeters of mercury and a blood oxygen concentration above 95 percentage. And here two pictures are given. First one which shows an artificial heart lung machine, and the second one shows the diagrammatic representation of heart lung machine. And hereby I conclude my presentation. Thank you.